For those who don't know, there was a little thing with the apples. Explain the apples.
Well, it's just funny. Like quite a few years ago, I just thought of something to be a part of my storytelling on socials, and I started. Uh, it's been a minute where I would have a green apple and I would talk and try to give a spiritual nugget or encouraging thought or something while eating the apple. And I did it so much that it kind of became a little thing.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to be connected to.
It's not a bad thing to be
Perfect
connected to.
fruit.
Yeah, it's healthy.
It's healthy.
It's
Feels
quick.
good.
It's quick.
Clean.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's cool to be able to kind of hold and kind of, you know,
It's alive.
it's swaggy.
It's
It's real swaggy. It's real swaggy because you talk while you're holding it. See what I'm saying? And you can kind of do like that and, you know, kind of, yeah. So thank you.
How do you feel about being an icon, the word icon, the moments of when people take a moment? Because, you know, we all are living our lives and trying to be in our purpose and hopefully doing things and contributing. But every now and then we stop for a second and we say, hey, man, good job. Or, hey, we appreciate you. Every now and then in our careers, if we're lucky enough, we're blessed enough, then people take a moment to like look at your history and honor you. And what does that feel like for you?
It is very, it's very out of body. It is nuanced and complex, you know, because, you know, I come from a genre of music where you are wired as a pup to have the mindset and the consciousness of it ain't about you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like you're a vessel for God. And, you know, you shouldn't be getting all caught up in the world and things. Like, you know, like I was at home in the bed when I won my first Grammy.
You didn't go to the Grammys?
When I won my first Grammy, I was at home. But because a lot of the older school gospel artists around me were very much anti anything that looked like
Celebratory.
anything self-celebratory. They were very much, we're supposed to be doing it for him and for God. It's not supposed to be about us. And so I wanted to kind of model myself based on what I thought was okay. Well, if that's what they're doing, I need to be that way too. And so it's only been a few years. It's only been maybe a decade, not close to a decade, that I've become very comfortable. Something after COVID switched for me.
What? Really? COVID did it?
COVID switch.
What was the switch?
It was leading up to COVID.
But what's the switch?
It's I think that when churches were closed, and if I can be honest, when religion, not Christianity, not the teachings and the patterns of the life of Jesus, because see, Jesus was ill. You know what I'm saying? Jesus was dope. Jesus, you know, but organized religion and Western Christianity can be problematic, right? Historically, it can be problematic for Black and brown people. But and so Western Christianity and Jesus, they are not synonymous. They're not.
No, of course.
Not at all. And so seeing church doors close and people try to find their way, and you being left on your own to kind of find your own journey, to find your path, and it kind of came like another awakening, like another enlightenment. I think that it freed people from religion and from dogma. But I'm still not answering your question. Your question was about this award.
And then switch for you to be like, okay to receive an award and be honored in this way.
Yeah, but see, I don't even know if I'm okay with receiving an award, not from the religious standpoint. I just think that, oh man, Angie, it is the weirdest thing, because it is my first interview that I've had about this, like this. And then I'm here with you, so it's like I got to do a point because you're such a legend.
Oh, you stop it. Oh, pressure, please.
No, ma. No, you just, you.
You always show me love. I
You
see you on the street, you stop.
You one of one. You're one of one. You one of one. I think that when
that's very humbling.
Oh no, ma'am. No, it's earned. It's that you think of, like, you know, it just makes you wonder, well, what do I do with that? You know, like, what do I, like, I'm not built to go,
I did great.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah. It's very much.
Aren't I amazing?
I don't know what to do with it.
Can I share a story with you? I got inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame. When was that? How many years ago was that?
2020.
Wow.
Oh, around COVID.
Wow.
Because I actually got the award was during COVID. But you know, sometimes you have to like campaign for those things. I never cared about awards. I hate awards. I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want it. I'm not humble. It's just that I got stuff to do. Like, and also like it just feels weird to me. Kind of like, but then I went to speak at a college, and it was kids, a bunch of kids doing broadcasting, and they had a wall of the Radio Hall of Fame, and there was hardly any people of color and hardly any women on the wall. But I walked into class, and there was mad people of color, diverse room.
I get it.
And when I walked back out, I was like, oh, I need to be on that wall.
I get it.
So it's not for me to be on that wall. It's actually, as representation, it's important for me to be on that wall.
Yeah.
So if I get an award or something like that, I kind of look at it that way. Like, this is not just an award for me to go home and sit in my house and go, great. It's an opportunity for people to look at you and be like, oh, I could do that too.
Gotcha.
Oh, if I stay true to myself and I fight through demons and I'm honest about it, maybe I could have a moment of celebration too. It's just inspiring. So if you take that energy and put it outside, not that I'm trying to preach to you right now, it's just crazy.
I'm just crazy.
I'm just saying, it really is a different way to look at it. Instead of putting all the weight on you, like, how do I feel about being honored?
Yeah. Well, thank you for understanding.
I totally understand. But you really, truly are an icon. You don't feel like that?
No.
Really?
No, not even close.
What do you feel like?
I feel like I'm always a warrior. I always feel like I'm a soldier. I always feel like I'm an alien. I always feel like an alien. Yeah, man. I feel like an Amway salesman or like an Avon salesman in 2025.
What are you selling, Jesus?
Yeah, and then a lot of people buying. You know what I'm saying? So and I felt that way my whole career, because
it's so funny.
Yeah, man. It's because it ain't the sexiest. It's not the sexiest idea. It's not the sexiest piece of information. It's not the sexiest, bad bunches worse, sexiest product. To be, religion has done a lot of damage. It's done a lot of damage in the country. There's so many, when you look at white nationalists and white nationalism, and you look at some of the movements of the evangelical community in politics, and you see how dirty things can be, and how
in the name of religion,
in the name of God.
That's a
And so I'm here trying to say, well, everybody ain't like that. It ain't like that. And don't throw away stoplights just because there's some bad police. Stoplights still matter.
Do you feel discouraged?
I often feel discouraged, but I also have moments where I am blown away by the unbelievable kindness of God. I'm 55 years old, you dig? And and I'm sitting here.
Come on, muscles and good skin and.
Well, there are times in life. Where's my camera? Where's my camera?
Come on, Frank, give him a bicep.
There are times that I want to go in that direction. No. Times I want to go in that direction.
And then God brings me.
But sometimes God brings me down.
Come on, 55.
And he said, go that way. That is ridiculous. Yeah. So I'm mad grateful.